Hi, this is Nanette Hosenfeld of the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Sunday, May 23rd, 2021. Looking at fire potential impacts for the next few days, today we will see a pretty large area of the Great Basin that will see much cooler weather, along with showers, thunderstorms, and even some mountain snow. Across the far southeastern part of the Great Basin, we will continue to see gusty winds. Those are expected to be in the 30 to 35 mile-an-hour range, as well as some isolated wet and dry thunderstorms. As we move into Monday, no significant impacts on the map, but winds will start to increase again on Tuesday. Over the past 24 hours, there has been a fair amount of precipitation across the northern part of the Great Basin. You can see some areas that have seen almost an inch of precipitation. So, good wet storm for the northern half of the Great Basin. And looking at the image on the right, you can see that some of these storms were accompanied by lightning. Fire activity continues to pick up across the Great Basin. We have a couple of larger fires as well as some newer fires. Over the past 14 days, conditions have been quite dry across the central and southern part of the Great Basin. You can see the majority of those areas are below normal for precipitation. Doing a little better further north, however, you can see that southwestern Idaho and far northwestern Nevada are well below normal. ERCs have come down a bit across the stations that are reporting in the north with the cooler weather that we saw yesterday, but still ERCs in that 90 or the 80 to 90th percentile category further south. For the most part, live fuel moisture is below normal across the Great Basin. With the dry conditions, we have seen that those live fuel moistures are quite low. Satellite this morning shows that large low pressure system moving through the Great Basin. You can see a pretty large area of clouds across much of the area. So for today, you can see with that upper level weather pattern image on the left, we do have that low pressure system moving through the northern part of the Great Basin, bringing cooler and unsettled weather to much of the area. Many of our PSAs have gone to green, and even across the south where it's been drier, there was a bit of precipitation that turned those from brown to yellow. Today we are expecting some gusty winds across the Great Basin, and our area of main concern is across the southeastern part of the area where relative humidities will be the driest. As we move into Monday, that low pressure system moves its way out of the area. You can see much lighter winds expected on Monday. Moving into Tuesday, another weather system begins to move into the Great Basin. With that system approaching, we will see gusty winds across a larger portion of the Great Basin, as well as lower relative humidity across the central and southern part of the area. Over the next 3 days, we will continue to see precipitation accumulation, mainly focused on the northern and central portions of the area. Moving into Wednesday, we are looking at westerly flow across much of the area. And moving into Thursday, models suggesting that we will continue to see an active weather pattern into next week that will lead to periods of cooler, wetter weather across the north and periods of drier, windier conditions further south. Moving into Friday, that pattern continues with cool, unsettled weather expected across the north and windier, drier conditions further south. And again on Saturday, a similar setup. Over the 7-day period, the majority of the precipitation will be focused across the northern part of the Great Basin. Finally, in the 8 to 14-day period, the Climate Prediction Center is calling for below normal precipitation across the entire area, accompanied by above normal temperatures. So that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. Our information is on the screen, and you can also find us on Twitter. Thanks.